Hello and welcome to Spicy Toast Gaming. Today we are playing Tahm Kench, the River King, versus Galio. This is a part 2 of our Tahm Kench guide, just showing you the information we actually put in the first guide and how you can use that to win against some of the more difficult opponents. So we are using the Troll King's Crown, which gives all your allies Overwhelm, and the Berserk's Buckle, so that when he gets hit, he gets 2/2. We have him at 2 stars. So let's hop in and see how he can do against Galio. So both of these are actually very good for Tahm, but I'm actually going to go with Endurance just to kind of double down on that star power. This essentially will mean we're kind of a 3-star Tahm, even though we just have the 2. So we'll go with that. Very nice to get that right off the beginning. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm fine with keeping both of these. And if you haven't seen the first guide, I will link it in the description down below. That's fairly nice that they didn't play anything. So I'll actually wait and play the Octopus to kill anything that they summon.
Where are you off to?
Alright, great. Able to get good damage down and remove their units.
Yeah, I'm up.
So we could play Tahm here, but right off the gate he's not going to be strong enough to either block this, and we don't want any of our units to die because their special ability is that if one of our units die, they summon a Dauntless Vanguard, which is a 3/3. So I'm actually going to use a capture. When you're doing this, you can always hover over just to make sure you're capturing the right one. It's more important with Tahm, so you know your Tahm isn't about to get eaten by one of his units. But this way we can have a big unit that can block them, as well as having another free unit that we'll be able to play. That seems questionable by the AI, but okay.
Time to get rowdy.
And then this is now a 0 cost, because normally it's a 1 cost, but because of Tahm's 2-star power, it is now 0 cost. And that 2-star power, if you don't know, is you get that +1 starting mana, and then when you capture a unit, you create a copy of it in hand that costs 1 less. Now this works for any capture, but Tahm has some, good built-in capture. I'll play the Lounging Lizard here so we can open attack and just win the game, potentially.
Not again. Aye. Ooh, you wee scruff.
Alright, so that was the first one down. And as you see there, Tahm is a very good champion, but his units are actually pretty powerful, so you don't necessarily need him on board to win. Now against some of the harder boss fights and things, you normally do want to have him on board for that great removal. This will be pretty nice just to help our units get stronger. I think this one will be best, especially with that stone stackers. Having that barrier will be very nice. We'll try to head for the shop. These guys can be somewhat annoying, but we'll just deal with it. So we'll re-roll Gnar here, as well as the Sandhopper. Want to get one of my cheap 1 or 2 drops. Yeah, the 1 and 2 drops for Kench are both very, very good. They're strong units, and since they damage themselves, they're able to immediately start scaling. Also, this one can normally support the Challenger level 2 unit, and so they pair really, really well together. We have a blocker for their elusive.
We haven't met yet.
Yep, should be all good. That's the big thing. It's so nice having an elusive built into your kit. Because so many champions, like when we fight Zoe, they'll just attack you with all of their elusives, and you often will just get kind of screwed, essentially. So here's another situation where we could play Tahm. He would be able to capture right away, but I actually think we could end the game by not playing him. Yeah, getting this guy, the Citrus Courier, down to 4 cost is absolutely huge. So yeah, unfortunately they were able to spawn enough units that we weren't able to end the game there. But if they just had one less unit, we probably could have just gone right through.
Encountered any appetizing stories?
Also, since we have that lounging lizard on board, he's just giving that extra mana, and so we have so much more to play with. So we'll get rid of the spell shield here.
Plenty of room inside.
You can always use the Oracle's Eye just to double check what you're about to do, make sure it's going to turn out the way you want it to. It doesn't work for some effects if they are have any random aspect to them, but so yeah, we could try to capture him right here, but we don't want to give them time to play anything because they just have one blocker. These should be able to get through, especially the elusive. So we don't really want to play around, we just want to try to finish the game. This is kind of the one issue with Tahm, is since he's 4 mana, it is a little slow to be able to play him in Path of Champions, because normally you're wanting to win so fast. Especially with his deck, once you get those levels in there, his deck really gets pretty crazy. So this is a good card. The one problem is none of our units baseline are over that 5 cost. And like the Tavern Keeper would be, but he's a little high. The Spell Shield would actually be decent, but I think we're going to try to get a different power here. Alright, very random, but that could be helpful. There actually was some good choices in the shop. There's a lot of different things you could go with. Alright, I'm going to cut the spotted toad. It feels like that's going to be the most useless.
Awesome! This is gonna be so much fun!
Because, yeah, 5 cost. Even if it's a really good card, normally you're not having the game go that long. So even though the Citrus Courier is really good, I'm actually going to re-roll it here, wanting to get one of our low drops if we can. I want to keep the Lounging Lizard because we're going to need an elusive blocker. Alright, that was pretty bad luck, but let's see what we can do. This is not a good start. These are pretty much all the highest cards we have.
Watch them fly back into stars. Or reverse gravity and polarity and watch them get really confused.
Definitely not a good start. With Zoe, you really want to have the upper hand early and just not let them start building up units.
Speak, I say. Remember, you never saw me.
Stop!
Put a little polish on you. What brings you here?
So Zoe has the focusing crystals. When she plays a spell, give her 1/1. So sometimes they have burst speed spells. They can easily stack her up. I'm gonna try though, because I would like to be able to get her down. So we'll just risk it. Also, Zoe creates a Celestial card, and this is pretty much the one that's always the most annoying, because it'll just completely stop your attack. So I'm just going to open attack, because I don't want my unit to get stunned.
Listen and learn.
I have the health pot here, so if she blocks and buffs herself up a lot, I can try to counter with that. See how they have all these spells they just throw out to try to keep buffing up their units. So annoying that we couldn't keep our unit. At least we got her off the board. Unfortunately, we don't have Tahm Kench, but him having the Vampiric Scepter will be pretty nice for at least healing up the Nexus. So if I play this with the quick attack, it's just going to get immediately killed. Which is unfortunate. So I'm going to stun their mentor. I don't want him giving or granting another unit 2/2. I have to do this fast speed because if they attack, it's too late to stun him. So we're going to play this just to have another blocker on the board.
You gotta leave the bay to see the ocean.
Follow me, Sparkly.
So this unit does have regenerating, which is nice, but I'm hoping I can utilize the quick attack and potentially Fated to have this Gnar do work.
Back off, bud.
So you could debatably switch these and that would also be effective, but we'll go with this for now.
There's blood in the water. Swim quickly, little fish.
So the fact that this got elusive from the random keywords is pretty great.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules.
So we're going to play this and see who blocks. If the charger blocks, that means Gnar will be able to grab him and kill him. Or they just let it go through. Okay.
The hunt is on.
Alright, so Gnar will be able to kill him. We'll let this guy grab Zoe. They have 0 mana, so hopefully they don't have too much BS that they can pull out. Alright, great, we got Zoe off the board. And it's starting to swing back in our favor, which is nice.
Strong body.
We'll try with the Crusty Codger again. If no one blocks, then we can play the Citrus Courier and really try to clear out their units.
Tricky path.
Alright, we'll actually heal him so he can survive. Silence is always pretty annoying. They're probably going to get rid of my elusive so they can attack with theirs. Yep. Alright, we want to be able to replay this, so I'm actually going to buff up our Gnar, triggering his Fated, and then just boosting his stats. And then we'll be able to get the Hunter again.
I'll hunt them where they breed.
Probably should have grabbed this one so we could attack it, but I don't really want to give them time to play anything. So the Hunter might or will probably die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. We're still getting that damage in, so we'll be able to rally.
This my ship, Shadow Citrus. Careful spikes.
Looking into the future, I see purple.
Alright, I'm going to try to expand the... Actually, I'm just going to... Well, they can't attack. I don't want to give them more gems to spam and completely heal up their units.
Pablo's been down, but he's nay out.
Please don't be a stun. Oh good, it doesn't even kill him. Okay, perfect. So they're out of cards.
we scruff.
Alright, so this took a little bit longer than normal. And we didn't even have Tahm that entire day, and he never showed up. So that was, again, showing you that while Tahm is a great unit, you don't actually need him to be able to win your games. You have a lot of different options within this deck. Although he is very, very strong. We're gonna... Iceborne Gauntlet is very good. We're gonna go for Phage so that we can play him more safely. Yep, that's Zoe down. We have 2 more bosses to go. Another Endurance, great. I keep seeing this card on everyone but Varus. I really, really want this card on Varus. It would be fine in this deck, but some weird things would happen with capturing people we don't necessarily want to capture. And then the only other spell that's really single target is the health pot, which is fine, but just the common further enhancing what we're trying to do with Endurance is the best. Alright, I want more champions, so we're going to go over here. Very nice. Okay, this is a decent starting hand. Health pot's always nice to have to help you just win encounters or heal your Nexus if you need to. One thing you need to watch out for, they can sometimes play another landmark, and that landmark will capture your unit. So they sometimes play that on the first round, so be aware that that is a possibility. Now, it doesn't happen every time. It happens about like 50% of the time. So if you're playing a Teemo deck or something, you might just want to be aware of that. So I think even if I healed him, the silence effect would still end up with him dying. So it's actually perfect that this card has Barrier. I was going to play the Sandhopper, but I don't want that to be able to get the lifesteal. But even if this attacks, we're perfectly fine. That Challenger is a little annoying. I'll just save my mana so that if I play Tahm next round, he can capture right away. So they will get that lifesteal off when I capture. Healing doesn't matter. It's a great thing with Tahm. They can have as much health as they want. They're still gonna get consumed.
It's too late.
So see, they got that lifesteal. So any on-hit effects when you use Tahm, they're going to get off.
Together.
Right.
Just debating if I want to actually attack that, because they'll be able to block it out. Yeah, I'll just attack with Tahm this time. Oh, and his random... I just noticed his random effect was regenerating. Perfect.
I'm sure there's something for my tastes.
See, that was the... that was the card I was talking about. But we'll just play their own Fangs against them. We don't really need the draw. I'll do the spell shield for when we get Kench back.
Just a little hold tight.
Yeah, this card is always so annoying. Capture effects in general are just so aggravating.
Just pretend I'm not here, eh?
I'll actually use this on my lizard so he doesn't get taken off the board next time. We can attack and then rally and attack again. Oh look, another Tahm.
Not again.
Yeah, I'll actually play him so that we can get maybe 2 on the board.
Advertising stories, Lenny.
Right to business, eh, Tahm? Let's see.
Constellations are stories in the sky.
Excuse my impertinence.
So this is the one bad thing about Tahm, is that since you're constantly capturing units, your hand can get pretty full. Alright, we have a couple health pots. We will attack, see if they decide to block.
Come on, chase!
I think with the 3 endurances or the 2 endurances and the star power, that you should have 5 attack. Yes, and quick attack, perfect.
Oh, I don't require many.
So since they didn't play this first, it's not going to silence. So that's why the health pot would save him there. You know, I think I might just want 1 Tahm on the board, so I think I'm just going to eat the other one. Yeah, that looks good.
Close enough.
Now we got another
Not again.
brunch. So normally the acquired tastes are specific to the Tahm that summon them. So even if you have two in hand, the same Tahm can't use both of them. At least that's how it normally works. Oh, right, he ate him as the
I desire.
It is fun the different ways you can clone champions with Tahm Kench.
Everything.
So yeah, see how both of these were made by this Tahm, so they're only going to be used by this Tahm. So even if our other one was the only one on the board, he couldn't use these effects. So it'd say it doesn't work.
Plenty of room inside.
My journey begins here and ends at the top.
So we'll just open attack and absolutely destroy them.
I'm sure there's
That is the great thing about Tahm Kench,
Follow my lead.
is that his deck, you can just outscale your opponent. So normally, in a lot of the cases, you want to win very fast, because if you don't, the AI will just be able to outscale you, and you'll just lose momentum, they will just keep gaining momentum, and be able to beat you.
now we
With
go,
Tahm, that
guys.
normally doesn't happen, especially if you have him on the board. Your units will just keep scaling and getting more and more difficult to take down. And so normally you can just outlast your opponent. You can win quick, as you saw with some of the earlier games. Tough is always really good. Yeah, you can just outlast your opponent in most situations. Barrier. So like I mentioned in the guide, both Tough and Barrier still will give you your star power effect of getting that 1/1. So even if you just get hit by a 1 damage thing with Tough, so your character doesn't actually take damage, or even with Barrier, if you get hit and you don't take damage, you'll still be able to survive that, or get that bonus. So we're just going to grab 1 copy here to get that extra item. This can be pretty good, since it normally actually just works out buffing a unit to get 2 vulnerable. I'm going to try with rerolling. Alright, so I'll grab like 2 of these, I think. What are we at now? I think 3 endurance. So yeah, we have 3 endurance plus the first one from our star power. So if our ally survives damage, it gets 4/4. And then with Tahm Kench, if he survives damage because of the item he has, he's gonna get like 6/6. That's silly. So smooth soloist, we don't really have money now to get it, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll just go towards the item chest, especially since Swift Wing Flight is normally just annoying. Oh, this is silly. Oh, this is great. I like my, yep, this is good. His cheap units are so strong, you definitely want them on board. Oh, it's just silly. It's so silly. Fury and Regenerating, both really good keywords. Alright, the end of round 1, and, like, person's at 5 health. This is just silly. Oh, man.
They forgot. You cannot.
Pablo's been down, but his name.
So I was debating using Brunch on one of them to make another one in hand to play it again, but I think this will be good. We'll play Tahm, so we just get that overwhelm effect, and then we'll be able to win.
Table for 1. Oblige.
Aye. Dinner on you.
Tahm games are so much fun.
Turned with interest.
Ring the fucking bell. Should have stayed home, pal. Leave it.
So yeah, this was over quickly. I really do like the decks like Tahm and Vayne, where your general units on the board are just so good that you like just playing with your units. Like, some of them do feel more of... Like with Teemo now, if you've seen any of my recent videos with him, you essentially just play Teemo. He's the only card you play, and while that can be a lot of fun, it is also nice having units that you just enjoy playing with, the general common ones. We kind of already struggle with getting too many cards. I'm actually going to try to reroll. Perfect. So that's... actually, both of these are good. The strike effect is just, I think, too strong to ignore, even though I really like this card and getting more items is good. The fact that if it survives, it's going to get like 4/4, so it's... yeah, I'll go with that. And we still like haven't really taken Nexus damage, really. Alright, so this card can be good, but again, all of our cheaper cards are just better. So, cut that one out.
No power in this world can stop me.
I love all the endurance. It's so silly. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Gnar. Yeah. We need more of our cheaper units again.
Pablo's been down, but his knee out!
Oh, it just cracks me up.
I'm not afraid! It is a wee bit plain.
It is just
Not the rat
silly.
with you off
Since
it.
this one has faded, I'm actually going to use the healing potion on him. So we can do a bit more damage. And this one has regenerating, so it's already going to heal up. With Viego, you always want to try to win before he can spawn, if possible. Oh, that as well. It's beautiful. Now, you do also always need to be aware that Viego has some BS spells. He can pull out like a 4-mana Vengeance.
Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
Let's see how much damage would this
Oh,
be.
you wee scruff.
Yeah, I'm actually going to wait and see if he plays Viego, because if he does, then I'll just challenge Viego and kill him. He might just like Vengeance or something like that, though. So that strike and an ally effect would actually potentially be good for us.
Allow me a small sample.
So hopefully he burns all of his mana on Viego. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So yeah, his Vengeance costs 4, so we know we're out of range of that at least.
Ring the fucking bell. Should have stayed home, pal.
Alright, so we should be able to win right here. Alright, so that's Viego down, and it just gets so much health. Now we just have Galio left. It's silly. It's...
What a commendable achievement.
this game is just silly. I mean, that's just amazing. Like, especially he has barrier. Now, I will say, one thing to note is sometimes this will happen before barrier. So if you're counting on barrier to save you, it's sometimes hit or miss. Sometimes this immediately goes off. So just be aware of that. But yeah, that's going to be amazing. I also love that we're pretty much just rocking common powers for the most part. And it's absolutely amazing. Like, here's another common power that I'm totally fine with. Yep, we'll go for another champion node. Enfeebling Strike is so strong. Like, it helps you win and stay alive in so many games. So even if you're getting overwhelmed, just the fact you can reduce the enemies so much. Just gonna keep one Tahm. So yeah, if you're struggling, try picking up Enfeebling Strike. If you see it, it will help you in so many games. So I'm actually going to play Boctopus first, so that I can challenge anyone they summon. Oh, you mar. See, he had Spell Shield. Doesn't care. Cap should go straight through Spell Shield. Oh, that's so frustrating.
Dew quivers on the spider's web.
6/6. Of course, I didn't block with the other one. It's terrible. Oh my word. And the great thing is, if they attack with these, it's just like, oh, that's fine. We're just going to get absolutely massive units from it. Alright, I'll play Tahm here. He should hit the Soul Spinner and give us our other unit back.
Table for one. Oblige.
Aye. Dinner on you then.
Honestly, we might have enough damage to win here. We'll see. Oh, nice. Light Steal.
Gather round.
I do enjoy prospecting.
Ooh, you wee scruff.
Okay, so we won't have enough, so I'll just actually
Get off to.
challenge the tougher units. So we'll do a little bit less damage, but we don't want them scaling up too much. Not like it's really going to matter, but... Yeah, Quick Attack actually kind of sucks on your units because you want them to get hit back. So that's actually a little unfortunate. So yeah, if you ever see Quick Attack on Tahm, like 9 times out of 10, you don't want to get it. So I'm going to use the Crusty Codger to hopefully get a little bit of Nexus damage in, so that I can play Citrus Courier and Rally and win the game.
Another nibble.
Still be behind.
Oh no, please don't damage my units. So, now we'll rally and win. I love the Citrus Courier voice lines. He actually has a good amount of them. Oh, where'd he go? He disappeared. Why did he disappear? Did he get scared? Did he get scared of Vilema? What the hell? I mean, okay, I guess. Don't worry, I won't let this scare... Oh, now you're back.
Should have stayed home, pal.
That was something else.
Now we gormandize.
I love Tahm. Such silly runs. I mean, normally the turn we play him, we win. And this would add more copies of him to our deck. So, sure, I guess? Sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Oh my word. This is amazing. Yeah, that's a gooder. That's definitely, man. I don't want to put anything else in my deck. All my cards. Actually, I'll do one reroll to see if we can get an item on someone. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. My other 2-drops are so good already. I'll get like 2 of them. Alright, let's go kill some Dawn Speakers. Oh man, this is something else. This is definitely something else. Oh. Right, no. Sure. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So many items. Oh man. They're too scared to attack. Yeah, we'll go with, well, I mean, this one will be able to challenge. Yeah, we'll go with the challenger to try to get some of these Dawn Speakers off the board.
Let his knee out! Alright, let's mess some folks up. Should have stayed home, pal.
So he will be able to kill one of our units, but it's fine.
Quit your yapping. Be strong. These are dark times.
Now for the giant, scary Tahm.
Table for one. Oblige.
Hey, dinner on you then.
Oh, so the barrier actually worked to take the hit. So normally it plays in order of you get them from top to bottom.
I'm sure there's something for my tastes.
Alright, so we will
Where are you off to?
just do this. And then if they somehow survive, which they're not going to, because of this fucking giant Tahm, we would have rallied and then won again. Alright, so we just have Galio. Let's see if Galio can stand up to this absolutely just ridiculous deck. Sure. Just getting this for the extra copies. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Stone Stacker. He's just not nearly as good as our other cheap units.
Time to make an impact.
Alright, looks like we're going to be going against Malphite. Oh, this is silly. It's so silly. Looks good. We're going to be drawing a champion, and the odds are stacked that we're going to get our Tahm, since we have a lot of them in our deck. There it is. Perfect. 2 of them. Okay.
Here comes the tip.
Alright, so we got Regenerating and Challenger. Both going to be very useful here.
I'm still good to scrap.
twice as strong. Good memory chip.
Where are you off to?
Alright. Aw, come on, don't be like that. That sucks. But you see, because of our enfeebling strike, whatever damage we did, he's now even weaker. Sadly, one of our units is about to get obliterated. Bye-bye. But I think Tahm would like to have a word. Oh shit, that's gonna be... You know, if I didn't have a broken deck, I'd actually be somewhat worried. Come on, Barrier, take the hit, Barrier. I don't care about your redoubled valor. Get out of here.
Let us peruse this established affair. River always provides.
So we will just do this. Oh, come on, don't stun us. Ah, it sucks.
Landslide.
So yeah, if we play this, we'll still have the 4 mana. So I'm just going to try to take Malphite off the board. And then rally and either win or just be close, probably. Yep, there goes their Malphite.
Who needs me? Shadow Citrus. Care for spikes. Hard
So yeah, just further chunking them down. Right now I can play Malphite. I've been forgetting about the cloning, but it is funny to play their champions against them.
Appetizers of plenty. I don't remember that crack.
Come on, don't keep doing that. That's annoying. Just out of spite.
Snow on my head, rain on my feet. They cut shapes in the stone for their little feet.
Malphite just
Where
gets
there's a will,
obliterated.
there's a meal. Let us reconnoiter.
I don't want them to be able to
Always provide.
stun me. I know some of their stuns are fast, but we're just going to go with this. Nice. Alright, so this was Galio down with Tahm Kench. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely know I did. This was ridiculously fun and silly. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. All of our other Tahm Kench videos we made will be linked in the description down below. And you just have a great day. Thank you so much for watching that video. We're putting out daily content for Path of Champions, so if that interests you, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment down below. We're just starting out here on YouTube, trying to grow the channel, so any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and have a great day.